All right, guys, let's get down to it and help make you some money. My stock recommendation is a Clorox company. CLX is a symbol now. I've talked about it on the show before, particularly when the dollar started getting stronger. We talked about owning domestic ideas. You can see it spiked really nicely off an amazing earnings report, pulled back. Any sort of weakness, I think, from here on out, you want to use as a buying opportunity. From day one, I talked about Whirlpool. Listen, these are names that you know, great American companies, one after another. They continue to do extraordinarily well. There's no you don't have to be curious about this. By the way, it's not just Clorox. They own a whole lot of other products that you know, they're household names. You're going to spend money on them probably the rest of your life, particularly if you have someone like me in your family, because every shirt I wear needs Clorox by the time the day is over. Well, Matt, what do you think?
I think there's a place in your portfolio for these boring consumer staples. 2.8% dividend. You're only seeing 5-6% earnings growth every year. So there's going to be a time to rotate out of this, because I think the last leg of the bull market will be the high-risk stocks, so these will underperform. But what I do love about this, 14 analysts covering, 3 underperform, 10 hold, only 1 buy. So the analysts are looking the other way for this, so there's more upside.
Reaffirmed guidance. I mean, Clorox is really a strong company. Kraft, Clorox, 52-week highs today. But what's really interesting is that revenue for the coming 12 months will be up 3%. But at the same time, you have the foreign currency pulling it down. So if you go into Clorox now, and then the U.S. dollar weakens rather than strengthens, you're going to see some really nice windfall, and you're going to do really well on the underlying stock, not just the dividend yield.
That might explain also, we're seeing some of these companies now reporting this. The dollar was tough, but the street giving them the benefit of the doubt a little bit more than before. Any of you guys in Clorox?
The only thing I would say is I think a lot of the analysts don't have it on a buy, because on a valuation basis, this thing's really had an amazing run. That was a great pick, Charles. I would buy it on any kind of pullback, so I might wait to see some pullback here.
There's a large, if you're looking in the market, I think, though, let's say for the next 5 years, 10 years, if you want a cornerstone stock, this is a pretty good name. It's hard to argue against this name.
There's a place in your portfolio for this. So you put it away and you let it go. And you're going to ride the ups and downs as money rotates.
To counteract what's happening with Green Mountain in the aftermarket. We'll talk about that later. In fact,